Hey guys, have another video. It's another haul. I just don't have excuses at this point anymore. I love fragrance. I guess I'm just gonna own up to it. So it is what it is. So there was the one day only online, but 2 days in stores Wallflower Sale, which was $3.25. I really wanted lavender pine, so I got that, and then I got a gift for my mom as a second one. And then to round out the survey coupon, I did get one of the very few quote-unquote new candle day candles, so we'll haul that and talk about it here, and I'll just briefly talk about candle day as well. This is not my like full in-depth candle day guide video, which goes through like every single candle that I've gone through and all that kind of stuff, but it'll be a brief, like, I guess, teaser to that video. And we'll also talk about the one new candle that I was actually able to get that is like supposed to be released for candle day. So there's that. And then Yankee Candle, you know, I've gotten desperate, but no, hear me out. They had these in the spring right before COVID hit. It's their 3-wick ones, gorgeous, like beautiful, perfect burn, like some of the perfect 3-wick candles you can get on the market. That was in spring. You know how candle companies love to put out a good product and then just like F it up for no good reason. So we're gonna put it to the test and see if these 3-wick candles are still good even in the winter season. And we'll go from there. So yeah, let's get into it. So candle day, the one candle that I do have that is somewhat new is the new Tropical Island Bliss. If you recall, this was actually an online exclusive, like at the height of COVID, right during like the spring and summer season. It is a wraparound label and it is like somewhat translucent, so I imagine you'll see the you know, the glow through it. It has a plain white lid on it, and it has the thick core wicks with the white wax on it. And if you order this online, you already know what it is, but this is slated to come into stores for Candle Day. This is fresh pineapple, toasted coconut shavings, and mango puree. And so, as you know, Candle Day is usually the first Saturday of December, but because of COVID this time around, it is supposed to be 3 days, and that is going to be on, I believe it's the 4th, 5th, and 6th is what Candle Day is slated to be. I think the last information I heard was that maybe Candle Day is just 1 day online, but then 3 days in stores because of COVID and to like distance people out. My store was rumored to be opening at 5 a.m., but they still have to work out the stuff with like the mall and all that kind of stuff, so I'm not exactly sure what all the times will be. Last year, I think I got there 30 to 45 minutes before opening, and I think I was like the third in line. So that just gives you a gauge. I don't know with COVID this year how it's gonna be or what they're gonna do, and like even lining people, are they gonna distance them in the line? Like there's just so much information that we don't know yet, and that's why I haven't done the full Candle Day video. But once again, traditionally the first Saturday in December, but this time around it's supposed to be the 4th, 5th, and 6th in stores. And I believe last year it was $9.50 for the price, but everything has been steadily increasing at Bath & Body Works as it comes to prices, so I would imagine them being either closer to $10 or remain at $9.50, so we'll see. The thing with this year with Candle Day that is strange to me is that the candle selection isn't all that great, at least for the list that's been released so far of the candles that are supposed to go into the store. As you know, stores get like lists of stuff, like SKU lists of stuff and like paperwork ahead of time of what candles are supposed to come out and they expect in shipment. And that's why we know these lists early on. Life Inside the Page Daily Finds had the full list, and it's just like the same old crap that we always get. Watermelon lemonade, sugar lemon zest, tiki beach, aloha kiwi passion fruit, rainforest gardenia, white tea, and sage. Those are all in a existing label that we've seen before. There's this collection that I was talking about, which was online, and that was berry waffle cone, pineapple mango, tropical island bliss, endless weekend, and eucalyptus rain. This is the one new one, so that's why I picked it up, because I didn't order it online. There's a whole crap load of regular White Barn Decor ones that are the same old eucalyptus mint, cactus blossom, black teakwood, mahogany coconut, market peach, sunwash citrus, strawberry pound cake, linen sheets, and island margarita. I think that's the one that's supposed to look like a marbly packaging. Linen sheets is the new one in that collection. There's 1,000 Wishes and Japanese Cherry Blossom. There's a Black Camille and Lavender Cedarwood. And then there's 2 like actual candle day candles, but they're repackages of Cinnamon and Clove Buds and Mary Cookie. It's in the same packaging as like Vanilla Bean Noel, Winter Candy Apple, the Snowy Peach Berry. It's in the same packaging of that. And then there's the Roaring 20s one, which is all repackages. We have Cranberry Pear Bellini, Black Cherry Merlot, Black Tie, Hot Buttered Rum, Berry Spritzer, and Peach Bellini. Let me go grab Berry Spritzer. That's actually a repackage, and then we'll talk about it. So I have Berry Spritzer right here. This came out a few years ago. This is Anjou Pear, Cherry Blossoms, and Peach Nectar. This was 2018. It came out during the holiday season. If it is indeed the same fragrance, I cannot recommend it. It's actually kind of grody. It sort of smells like Love Spell from Victoria's Secret, but with a stronger vomity pear note. And if you've heard me talk about, I think it was Freesia Garden, a lot of their pear turns out smelling like vomit, and just like the cheap fake like canned pears that come in like a fruit cup, like a dual fruit cup that you put in the freezer. It's so strong. It's like this cheap, ooey gooey, syrupy pear that smells sort of vomity mixed with a little bit of a floral action and some more fruit in there. What was it? Cherry blossoms? Oh, peach nectar. And yeah, you get the peach, and I don't enjoy peach either, so that's why I don't really enjoy it. It was strong though. I had to blow it out. It was just so, I was just burning it the other day even before I realized this was being repackaged. I was like, let me just try to get through this. It's just like vomity fruit action. It just smells like a cheap fruit cup. I didn't really care for it. So that was Berry Spritzer right there. But that is indeed in that Roaring 20s one, and there's Peach Bellini, which is a repackage. And then there's stuff that's releasing after Candle Day, which is all repackages too. Fresh Orange, Island Papaya, Island Margarita, Eucalyptus Rain, Sunshine and Daffodils, Fiji White Sands. There's a Pomegranate Lemonade. I believe that was in like a purple glass. That was an online exclusive. That is going into the stores because I saw that at the same time that I saw the Tropical Island Bliss here. Pomegranate Lemonade I've had before, so I'm just like, I don't really care for that one. And then Laundry Day, which is the matching candle to the Wallflower. It just smells like laundry detergent. Like if you walk into a laundry room while you were doing laundry, that's literally what it smells like. I didn't really care for it. And then there's just even more repackages that I don't even need to be talking about. And then finally, there is a collection launching after Candle Day, which is Party Dressed, Spiced Apple Toddy, Pink Apple Punch, Champagne Toast, Mary Mimosa, and the one new and probably the most exciting one is Frosted Moscow Mule. That's really the only thing I'm gunning for. I don't really care for linen sheets, and I don't care for Laundry Day, and I got my Tropical Island Bliss that I was curious about, and that's pretty much it. It just seems fishy. They know how big Candle Day is, and I don't know if COVID has something to do with it, but there is no hype collection this year. Like there was like Blueberry Sugar Donut, Strawberry Pound Cake, the Cereal Marshmallow Bar. It's very strange that there is not a hype collection, and I don't know if they're purposely not releasing information to stores about it ahead of time so it doesn't get leaked and they can actually do a surprise drop, or they're purposefully not doing a buzz collection in stores to not have a ton of people go to the stores because they know they're probably going to still have a ton of people go to the stores anyway, so why add to the madness by putting a hype collection? Because it's literally the only reason I would actually have stepped foot into the store if there was a hype collection. Or they're only going to do it online, which the caveat with that is that we're going to have to wake up like super early in the morning or whatever, and hope we can get it before it sells out because it's going to sell like instant, and I shouldn't even like put this out here because it's going to publicize it. But if that is the case, then if they all do it as an online exclusive, which they did with that Banana Split Milkshake and Pink Petal Tea Cake for Candle Day, I want to say 2 years ago maybe, there were online Candle Day exclusives. So I don't know if there's going to be a hype collection that pops up online, perhaps that bakery collection that had the cherry hand pie, and the key lime pie, and the frosted pumpkin cookie, and the banana muffin, the chocolate rose macaron. Like maybe they'll pour some of those and make those Candle Day exclusives that are online exclusives. I don't know, but it seems very fishy that they would not capitalize on Candle Day by putting out a buzz or hype collection. So those are just my theories. So yeah. So in the midst of all that, there's only like what, 3 or 4 new candles, and so the one that we do have is the Tropical Island Bliss. I was doing the Wallflowers, and I was like, let me get off to the 10 off 30 of the survey coupon, so I picked it up. And once again, this is fresh pineapple, toasted coconut shavings, and mango puree. Kind of run-of-the-mill BBW fragrance. Very duplicate. I actually kind of don't mind it though, just because I really don't care for holiday fragrances, so I'm like, okay, let me try it out. It's their standard coconut, kind of like copper coconut type of coconut, where it's a little bit more grody than I prefer, mixed with just And the coconut is very toasted though, so I like that. So it's kind of like a Tiki Beach that's not quite as sophisticated as Tiki Beach. Tiki Beach always has that vanilla orchid note in there that's very smooth and creamy and nice, and makes it a little bit better than just your run-of-the-mill pina colada scent. This is a little bit more basic, but the strongest note I get is that toasted coconut fragrance in there. And then a little bit of pineapple and mango, but it's not the pineapple and mango that is in pineapple mango that smells like burnt gasoline. It doesn't smell like that. It's a more subdued pineapple scent. Yeah, it's very tropical, very standard run-of-the-mill tropical fragrance, but I was like, okay, it's the one new one. Let me get it and then at least review it as a service before Candle Day actually hits to see if you're interested in it. Berry Waffle Cone is always a good one. I don't know how it performed in that version, but that is also coming out in this collection as well. So figured I'd at least get this and just have a Candle Day excitement, like pre-excitement action going on. Then the 2 Wallflowers I got. Love this fragrance, Lavender Pine. So peeved that there isn't a 3-wick of this. Like, girl, there's 3 fresh balsams out. Like, you couldn't like replace one of those with a Lavender Pine. Fresh picked lavender, cedar wood bark, and frosted pine. Literally smells like fresh, crisp lavender mixed with like a regular pine fragrance. It was a calming lavender spruce that came out for Candle Day, back when Pink Petal Tea Cake and that soft cashmere blanket or whatever that was called came out. There was that cinnamon rum raisin thing as well. But Pink Petal Tea Cake like overshadowed that whole collection. But there was this gorgeous lavender spruce fragrance that I really enjoyed. But it's the biggest mystery in my collection is because I did a purge like a while back, even before the move. And like I can't find that candle. And I don't know if I sold it off and I just have no recollection of it, or if I genuinely lost that candle, which is weird because I've never lose candles. But I just simply can't find it in my collection anymore. So I'm assuming I must have sold it somehow, even though I love the fragrance with pieces. So I don't know why I would have done that. So that candle has just completely gone missing, but I loved it. And then Lavender Pine as a wallflower is the next best thing to it. So I did get that. Yeah, gorgeous fragrance. So I really enjoyed that. And then for my mom, she still had a ton of Christmas wallflower bulbs. So I wanted to get some that was a little bit not so Christmassy. And You're the One is sort of all year round. So I did get that right there. This one has a different notes. It says red currant, sparkling pear, and pink pepper. I don't know what that's all about, but I haven't opened it or smelled it, so I can't really comment on that. So that's You're the One right there. Can always use PocketBacs during COVID era, so I got a blueberry crumble. I've never seen this one before, but I wasn't really paying attention to PocketBacs a lot. This literally smells like blueberry pie in PocketBac form, which is like crazy. Maybe there's a soap of this too. I'm probably just totally late to the party, but it's that same exact blueberry with that brown sugar and the crust note. It's like exactly blueberry pie, but in PocketBac form, and I was like so delighted by that. So I did get that. So that was that. And then we went to Yankee. There was a coupon in my email that said buy one, get one, $1 off. And it worked for the 3-wick candles online when I tried to check it out. But then when I went into the store, they said it's not valid because it's not the 3 wicks are not an original jar or tumbler candle. I'm like, but it worked online. But thankfully, they were only $12 in stores each, which is a pretty good deal compared to like BBW $14.50. These are 3 wicks and 18 ounces. Granted, they're Yankee Candles, so who knows. But I did do that. And the reason is, if you remember before COVID hit, I was raving about these. These were excellent. Like, wow, these are like some of the perfect 3-wick candles on the market. They really remind me of how the Homeworks Made in the USA original 3-wick candles used to perform during that second spring season, or the first spring season rather. Those were excellent, and these are very reminiscent of that. They take a little bit longer to pull out, but they do pull out. They're totally strong and adequate. This one still smells so gorgeous. Like, look at, you know, that's a clean burn. It doesn't dud out. It's strong. It takes a little bit longer to pull out, but I don't mind that because it doesn't get murky and growy. It doesn't soot excessively. We also had the Frozen Rosé. I really enjoyed this collection. They were all like new fragrances that weren't their usual Yankee Candle catalog fragrances, but it looks like now they're reverting back to just using Yankee Candle fragrances rather than new ones. And these are actually like marked at like 50% off discount as a sale in stores and online. So I don't know how well they did. So I'm afraid that maybe they won't release new fragrances. So I don't know if they're going to release like new fragrances anymore because they clearance these out. Maybe they didn't do well. So maybe they're just using their catalog fragrances as the 3-wick ones. But I kind of don't mind that either because Yankee Candle has great authentic fragrances. It's just that they're unscented in their single wick, you know, jar formats in their 2-wick tumblers. But the 3 wicks were excellent. So I was like, let me follow up and see if these are still good. I adore those 3 wicks to pieces. Like they're actually like better than a lot of BBW candles. So I got this, which is Balsam in Cedar, and this cute little label right here, and that's what that looks like. let me get the notes on this one, even though everybody knows what balsam and cedar is at this point. So this one reads, balsam, aromatic cedarwood, and juniper berry blend together in a fresh forest scent. This has been out forever. I think it's like one of their top selling candles. It's gorgeous. You get a more heavier pine balsam fragrance mixed with cedar. The cedar sort of comes off as like an Iris Spring shaving cream soap type of fragrance to it. So it's a little bit masculine, but it's very outdoorsy and clean and fresh. And you still get the sweetness from the balsam that I really enjoy. I had a 1-wick jar of this that was surprisingly strong. So I was like, I have hopes that the 3-wick will perform well. So I did get it. The label is kind of cutesy, so I don't mind it. It's like, you know, trying to be BBW, but not exactly. So that was that right there. So we'll see how that burns. This has like the really smooth wax, which I want to say these weren't quite as smooth. Like these are really bumpy after you burn them. So I don't know if it's the same wax formulation or not, but we will see. I was tempted to get Magical Frosted Forest, which I think was like, was that called Holiday Garland before? Which I loved. And my sister used to have like an old school one that actually burned really well and was really strong as a sweeter pine variety fragrance. But it was really light on cold that I was just like, it might be unscented, so I didn't want to deal with it. So instead, I got Jingle All the Way North Pole. And that's what that looks like. And they even have fancy lids like BBW, like they're coming for them. And they have a wraparound label on it. And the notes on this read, while holiday dreams are made of a sweet blend of icy cool mint and sugary-rich vanilla cream, it has a eucalyptus crisp ozone, wintergreen, peppermint, spearmint, vanilla, and tonka bean. This is gorgeous. Oh my God. This is so delicious. I can't believe like I've slept on this fragrance, but it's just like probably because it's always unscented in a single wick large jar. Oh my God, when you open it, it's just like the most delicious like peppermint candy or like a peppermint cookie fragrance. There is like this super sweet vanilla sugary sweetness to it. It really smells like a peppermint cookie or a peppermint meringue or some kind of peppermint candy or treat. Like you open the bag and you get that sweetness in there that's distinctly different from like twisted peppermint, which is a little bit more medicinal, and it's not crushed candy cane from BBW either. It's like this sweeter, juicier variety of it. It's gorgeous. It's like one of the most beautiful peppermint fragrances I've ever smelled. It's very sweet and delicious. So I'm hoping this actually burns strong and well, and we will see how it does. So that is the Jingle All the Way North Pole right there. Probably totally old news for people who are into Yankee, but it's in 3 weeks, so I'm going to try it out. So we will see. And I believe that is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.